In this video, I'll be taking a look at the Amazon Echo Dot second generation. Now, if you're not aware, I am currently an Amazon Echo user. I've been an Amazon Echo user for about 2 years now, so I'm not no stranger when it comes to the Amazon Echo line or this device right here. I actually own the bigger Amazon Echo. The one that you're looking at right now, again, is the Amazon Echo Dot second generation. And in fact, this is not mine. This is actually a gift I'm giving to somebody, but I wanted to share my experience with this. I've been testing this out. The person I'm actually giving this to doesn't even really care if I actually test it out and things like that. Granted, they don't know they're actually getting it, but I am trying it out because actually I never owned the Amazon Echo Dot in any form. I never owned the first gen. I've never owned the second gen. I've always owned the big Amazon Echo. And here is the Amazon Echo Dot second generation. Now this thing comes in two different colors. This is the white variant, but they do also got this in a black variant. And from what I'm looking at, it is a glossy material, unfortunately, but you're not going to be touching this all the time. It's going to be an item that you're mostly going to be keeping on a table, on a desk, on anything, and you're just going to leave it sit there pretty much forever until it pretty much breaks. The thing about this one compared to the Amazon Echo, the big one, is the power supply is much more smaller, and it actually runs off of a USB wall wart, just like your smartphone does or your tablet does. Granted, I don't think you can actually plug this into like a USB port on like a USB power bank, or maybe a USB port on your laptop or your desktop. I'm not sure about that. I don't know about that, but it does run off a USB wall wart just like your smartphone. And as you can see, it is just a small hockey puck looking thing right here. You can see this is a hockey puck. It's not too big, so you can pretty much put this anywhere you would like to. And as you can see on top, there are 4 buttons. There's a mute button if you want to mute her, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute her right now. As you can see, a red light comes up on top telling you that you are muted, so you can't use it if it's muted, obviously, of course. And then you got the plus and minus buttons, which basically turn the volume up and turn the volume down, and then you got the action button if you don't want to say Alexa right here. And then on the front of it, it just says Amazon. As you can see, it has the Amazon logo right there. And then flipping it onto the back side, you have 2 different plugs. So you have that micro USB plug right there to actually power this thing, because this needs power. This is not a portable device. You cannot take this on the go. Well, you can take it on the go, but it will need an AC wall adapter to plug it into the wall, of course. And then you have the 3.5 millimeter. And what does that 3.5 millimeter headphone jack allow you to do? Well, it actually allows you to plug it into another speaker from 3.5 to 3.5, as long as the speaker you have has an audio out, I think, or an audio out. You should be good to go on that, and you will be able to plug it into this, and you'll get better sound. Also, as well as that, you can use an external Bluetooth speaker. So if you have a Bluetooth speaker that you already own, then you can use a Bluetooth speaker, and the Bluetooth speaker will connect to this, giving you a better sound. Like I said, or I didn't say, this is not really a review of the product itself. Actually, this is just me talking about this device right here. Now, this thing runs you $50, but you can get this literally on sale a lot of the time. I've seen it go down to $30. $40, so you can get this. And even at the $50 price point, this thing is not expensive if you're comparing it to the original Amazon Echo, the big one, or even the Amazon Echo Show, which they did just release like 3 or 4 months ago, and those ones can easily go over $100. So this is the cheapest Amazon Echo device they currently have. The Amazon Echo Dot running you around $50, which is not bad. Even if you were to compare this to the Google Home, the Google Home is, I think, $120 something for that one as well. So this is the cheapest option if you're looking for a home audio assistant like this. And I gotta talk about my experiences. I just really want to talk about my experience with the Amazon Echo Dot second generation. Honestly, I am very glad I ended up picking my Amazon Echo, the original up, the big one. I am so glad I picked that up. Actually, when I was looking around 2 years ago, thinking about getting one of these, because I've always been fascinated with these type of assistants. If you didn't know, prior to me owning an Amazon Echo, I actually used Siri a lot, and I actually used Google Now. If you don't know, it's actually called Google Now. I don't know if it's still called Google Now, but it's called Google Now on Android devices, and I absolutely loved Google Now. I'm one of those users that absolutely love this. I actually don't know how many people in the world actually use these voice assistants or things like that. It may just be a fad, just like 3D is kind of a fad. Not too many people love the idea of 3D. I actually may be in the minority when it comes to voice assistants, but I've always loved voice assistants. But back to what I was saying was I always loved voice assistants, so I was a big fan of voice assistants, and I was choosing between either the Amazon Echo or the Amazon Echo Dot. At the time, 2 years ago, actually, the Amazon Echo Dot was getting ready to be released to the public. It wasn't actually out to the public. But the problem is, by the time I got around to buying my Amazon Echo, thinking about buying it, I saved up the money, I got it and everything like that. By the time I actually got it, if you didn't know, the first generation actually got discontinued. And there was a little caveat with the Amazon Echo Dot first generation. The caveat was that if you were to get the Amazon Echo Dot first generation, you had to be a Prime member. That was the only way to get the Amazon Echo Dot first generation. But the problem was they just absolutely cut support for it, and then they didn't release the Amazon Echo Dot second generation until a few months later. So it took them quite a long time until they released this to the public and to non-Amazon Prime members. So that took a very long time. And then by then, I already wanted one so bad, I just pulled the trigger on the Amazon Echo, the big stand-up one without the screen, the regular one. And honestly, I don't regret it at all. I'm not saying this one's bad. I'm not saying it's not worth $50. I definitely think it's a good birthday present for somebody, a good Christmas present, just a good gift overall. For $50, this is one of those no-brainer gift ideas. I absolutely love the Amazon Echo and the Alexa. I love this thing, but the problem with this one is, I think you kind of know what I'm about to say. I'm about to say is the audio on this is really bad. A lot of people said it wasn't that bad, but for me personally, I'm very sensitive, and I absolutely don't like the sound coming out of this. Granted, when it comes to the Amazon Echo line, I absolutely use my Amazon Echo every single day. I am one of those users that use it for just literally anything. I listen to the news, I control things, I listen to music a lot of the times. I actually have her tell jokes, which I know is kind of corny, but I like doing that as well. I just try to use it on a daily basis. It might be because I'm used to the Amazon Echo, the stand-up one, the big one with a better speaker. Maybe that's why I can notice the bad sound right off the bat. I don't know if I was using this by itself without having prior use of the Amazon Echo. I don't know if it would bother me that much that the sound is crap out of here. Honestly, if you were to ask me, I think the sound coming out of here is a little bit worse than smartphone speakers. Honestly, I know that's a bold statement to say, but I just really do not like the sound coming out of here. I'm gonna try to actually throw up some sound on here and see if you can listen to it. After this, actually, I'm actually going to cut to my Amazon Echo, the big one, and play the same thing and see if you can actually notice the difference. Now, take this in consideration. This is going through my camera's microphone, so you may not be seeing this, you may not be hearing the same thing I'm hearing in real life, but you just have to take my word for it. Again, I want to make this really clear. It's not that bad, honestly. I'm kind of like blowing this out of proportion, but for me, honestly, I don't like the sound out of it. Actually, funny enough is, before I actually picked this up for a present for somebody that this is going to, I actually thought about getting a second one for myself, and I was going to pick up the Amazon Echo Dot second generation. Now I am so glad. If I ever end up getting a second one for myself, I will end up getting the Amazon Echo big one. I know you're saying it may be actually cheaper to just go ahead and pair this thing up with a Bluetooth speaker or just a stand-up speaker with a 3.5mm headphone jack. That is true, but then again, I do have to have a separate piece, a wire coming out, or just Bluetooth, and I will have to have something here. And honestly, for me, to be honest, it's not that expensive to buy the stand-up Amazon Echo. Actually, right now of this recording, for about a week, but if you're watching this in the future, this is not the case. But actually, they are doing a sale on the Amazon Echo, the big stand-up one, not the Amazon Echo Show, the big regular Amazon Echo. They're actually doing a sale for $99. I think that's brand new. I don't think that is a refurbished one. I think it's a brand new one. So if you're in the market for an Amazon Echo, look for that one. It's only $99. I'm pretty sure if you were to pair this and up with a Bluetooth speaker, you're better off buying the Amazon Echo for $99 if you can find it for $99. Also, a lot of times they actually also do sales throughout the year, and they also give away refurbished ones at a discounted price as well. If refurbished doesn't really bother you as much as well, you can always go with the refurbished regular Amazon Echo. So now I'm going to go ahead and demo the Amazon Echo Dot second generation. Alexa, what's my flash briefing?
Here's your flash briefing. In NPR News,
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Barbara Klein. President Trump has signed a new law that's aimed at speeding up decisions on military veterans' appeals for
Alexa,
disability
volume down.
benefits. NPR's Quill Lawrence reports the signing ceremony was held today at the American Legion Convention
Alexa,
in Reno, Nevada.
stop. Alexa, what's the weather in New York, New York?
In New York, it's 76 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Tonight, you can look for clear skies, with a low of 65 degrees.
But as you can see, actually, I'm pretty surprised that the Amazon Echo Dot second generation gets pretty loud. Granted, of course, it won't get as loud as the Amazon Echo, the big stand-up one, but I'm still pretty surprised that it gets as loud as it does. It's just the fact for me was I'm actually kind of disappointed at the sound this thing produces. I still think that it sounds a little bit crappier than some of the smartphone speakers that you do get on some of your smartphones, but then again, you can't expect the world for $50 because you got to remember this thing is only $50. So I do got to cut the Amazon Echo Dot some slack just because this is only $50. Now if this was 100 plus or even 100, I can probably bash it a little bit more, but for $50 you can't expect too much. I guess my expectations of this device were just a little bit higher coming from the original Amazon Echo. I guess it's just because, like I said, I use the Amazon Echo every single day, and compared to this one, ooh, this thing does sound tinny. It sounds not as loud. It just doesn't sound as good overall. I'm kind of disappointed. I guess if I was using this as my main device for a long time, it wouldn't bother me that much, but the problem is I've owned the original Amazon Echo so long that I'm just used to the pretty good sound. Of course, the Amazon Echo original probably doesn't have the best sound of any speaker out there on the market by far, but it does have excellent sound. I do have to admit, it does have excellent sound. Alexa, tell me a joke.
I would tell a fart joke, but I'm afraid it would bomb.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. 71 years ago today, The Big Sleep premiered. Famous for its snappy dialogue, the classic detective film made Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall into an iconic Hollywood couple. They married shortly after shooting the film, and then presumably went off to play the horses.
I just wanted to show you a little bit more of it and demo it a little bit more, but that's pretty much the sound coming out of the Amazon Echo Dot second generation. And I will cut to my Amazon Echo, the big stand-up one, and I will show you some audio coming out of that one for comparison. It's not going to be a side-by-side comparison, but I will cut the clip right now and show you my Amazon Echo, the original one, and I will show you the sound coming out of that one right now. So here is the big stand-up Amazon Echo right here. Now, of course, this is kind of not really, if you think about it, not really a fair comparison. Why is it not a fair comparison? Because you're comparing something that's literally almost $200 to something that's only $50. But I just wanted to show you the difference in the actual sound quality, just in case you were thinking about whether you want to buy the Amazon Echo Dot for $50 or if you want to step it up to the Amazon Echo, the big one. We can compare the sound. It's also unfortunate I can't play any music out of any of these devices. Unfortunately, I wish I could show you music coming out of the Echo Dot and the Amazon Echo original, but unfortunately I can't show you, I can't play any music out of these. But I'm going to pretty much do the same test right now so you can kind of get a feeling of how, what the sound is of the original. Alexa, what's my flash briefing?
Here's your flash briefing. In NPR News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Barbara Klein.
Alexa,
President
volume up.
Trump has signed a new law that's aimed at speeding up decisions on military veterans' appeals for disability benefits. NPR's Quill Lawrence reports the signing ceremony was held today at
volume down.
the American Legion Convention.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, what's the weather in New York, New York?
Right now in New York, it's 76 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast has clear skies, with a low of 65 degrees.
Alexa, volume up. Alexa, tell me a joke.
How many software developers does it take to change a light bulb? 0. A light bulb is a hardware problem.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. 71 years ago today, The Big Sleep premiered. Famous for its snappy dialogue,
Alexa,
the classic detective...
Stop. So you may be able to hear in the video, this one definitely sounds better. Not just how loud it gets, but I like the whole, it sounds just a little bit crispier and a little bit cleaner on the audio. And overall, the audio coming out of this is better than the Amazon Echo Dot. I just wanted to show this to compare it, just in case you were considering which one you're going to buy. Maybe you're going to go with the Dot, but maybe I can change your mind on that or whatnot. I just wanted to compare them. But that's pretty much my, not really a comparison. I just wanted to give out my thoughts of it. I'm just saying it once more again, I'm glad I never actually went with the Dot, because I was going to end up going with the Amazon Echo Dot, whether it be the first generation or second generation. I just got lucky that the original Amazon Echo Dot sold out, or they discontinued it, excuse me. It didn't sell out, they discontinued it, so I was forced to pretty much buy this because I didn't want to wait any longer. And honestly, there was nothing, no talks of them ever bringing back the Amazon Echo Dot, so I was pretty much forced to buy this if I ever wanted one. But I don't regret buying this at all for close to $200. I think it's around $170 or $175 for this, not quite sure. You can check out the prices on Amazon.com, Best Buy, I think other places that do sell this in retail. But yeah, that is just my experience. Now I know if I ever do buy a new one, instead of me just pairing up a Bluetooth speaker and just trying to buy the Amazon Echo Dot, I'll probably end up buying myself another Amazon Echo stand-up one like this if I ever do decide to buy another Amazon Echo in the future. And I have been thinking about buying another one for a different room in my house. Anyway, guys, peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next episode. I'm out, guys.